My name is Daniel Deffenbaugh, and I'm the director and the founder of the 1042 Project. We're a faith-based nonprofit that walks alongside our first responders and their families as they deal with the stress, the trauma, and some of the darkness that comes along with being a first responder. I myself was an officer for 14 years and struggled with it, and that's why this organization was started. We're there to walk alongside our first responders in their darkest moments, and in our organization we have 3 pillars that we stand on: equip, restore, and repurpose. If we can equip our first responders, if we can get to our first responders as they're starting their career, before they're exposed to all the trauma, all of the stress, all of the long hours, before that happens, we want to be able to get to them, and we want them to know that they have an organization in the 1042 Project that is there for them from day one. The second pillar is restore. We want to be able to restore our first responders that were like myself, who had been in their career, who had dealt with trauma, who had dealt with addictions, who have dealt with things that they're not proud of. To be that organization you can come to where there's no guilt, there's no shame. We just want to bring the love of Jesus. Come as you are. Come with your struggles, come with your addictions, come with the things that you're hiding from everybody else. You can come to our organization, and we want to help you through that. And one of the things that first responders do when they're struggling with their mental health, one of the things they do is they walk away from things that they love, things that they enjoy, their music, their outdoor sports, their hobbies. They walk away from these things and they start to live in isolation, creating and starting this new life, finding a new joy. Instead of just being in isolation, covered in guilt and shame, they can come and have conversation with people who have been there, people who will walk alongside them. And being able to have those outdoor activities, to be able to have these events, is generally where the healing starts. That opens the door for them to talk, to be understood. Once we have those, they are more willing to reach out to counselors, reach out to pastors, reach out to treatment facilities, to reach out to retreats that are for first responders around the country. Once we're able to have those talks, to get them to open up, it becomes a floodgate of new hope, a floodgate of opportunity. And our third pillar is repurpose. What we've learned when we started to help first responders, once they started to get help, once they started getting on the other side of their struggles, the first thing they say to me is, I want to be able to give back. I want to be able to use my pain for purpose. Because a first responder, they have a serving heart. They have a giving heart. That's who they are. That's why they got into this line of work in the first place. And the power to be able to take our first responders that have been repurposed, that now have this new life, this new reason to continue to move forward, to be able to match them up with somebody going through our equip or restore phase of our organization has been the magical piece. Because when first responders reach out, they a lot of times are afraid to reach out to people who don't understand them. When first responders that are hurting come to us and they get matched up with somebody who's been there, they can put away all that stuff of trying to explain to the counselor what it's like to deal with death, what it's like to deal with the stresses of the job. You can put all of that aside because we inherently understand each other, and we can get down to getting down to the real issues. You know, not just say, how are you doing, but say, no, how are you really doing? Let's get down to what's causing this. And sometimes when first responders reach out, they may only reach out one time. And if they reach out to an organization that doesn't have a heart of understanding, they may never reach out again. So the power we have to be able to use our first responders and repurpose them and allow them to be able to speak life into these new officers, other officers that are struggling, is what God does. He takes the brokenhearted, He takes the ones that the enemy tried to wipe out, He restores them and He repurposes them. And it's through the glory of God that we get to use that pain and that purpose to reach a community who feels alone, who feels like nobody understands them. And we get to help them start the healing process, help them start the journey of being restored, and ultimately get to the point to where they can be repurposed and using all of that pain for purpose, because that's who our God is, and that's what the 1042 Project is.